Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, October 30, 2024. Let's find out what do we have in economic calendar today. Asian session was quite interesting. We got data from the Japan services PMI decreased from 53.7 points to 53.1 points, which is of course completely different than the forecast of 53.9, so complete disappointment. Trade balance in Australia increases to 5.65 billion dollars. We got some speeches from the Bank of Japan members. And then we are entering the London session. CPI in Switzerland deteriorates from 0% to minus 0.3, beats the expectations of minus 0.1. The services PMI and the composite PMI data from across the Eurozone, including the UK, is scheduled for release for today. All of the data will appear since 9:15 towards 10 o'clock. Composite and services PMI for the Eurozone are being expected then, and at 10:30 we got data from the UK. At 1:30 we got the ECB monetary policy meeting minutes publication, so very interesting situation here. And the New York session, US session, starts with initial jobless claims, one of the main events of today. As usual, this event is scheduled for release at 2:30. Then we got the S&P Global Services PMI data. Another very important data release at 3:45. Then we got factory orders at 4 o'clock, together with the ISM non-manufacturing PMI data from the US and non-manufacturing employment. FOMC member Bostic will give a speech 4:40, and then we got the data from the Fed's balance sheet will be released at 10:30. So three very important data releases during the US session here: initial jobless claims, S&P Global Services PMI, and non-manufacturing PMI, and plenty of the PMIs during the London session. Okay, so let's start to take a look. Let's start our technical part, and we will take a look at the euro dollar first. Euro dollar first deteriorates even lower after the reversal from the supply zone located between 1.1181 1.1214. We got very big sell-off here. The market went below the price went below the 50 and 100 periods moving average on a 4-hour chart. We almost hit the extremely oversold conditions. There's just a few points for the extremely oversold conditions to be hit here on the RSI. So right now, as we noticed yesterday, the whole structure evolved from the typical ABC correction that's supposed to be ended here to more complex and time-consuming W, X, and Y correction in wave 4, which is now already pretty time-consuming. Already we are testing this zone of the technical supports between 1.1049 1.1029, and this 20 pip zone has been just tested. Right now we are bouncing higher, but whether this will be some meaningful bounce, we will see later on after the PMI's data are published. The low of the wave W and the technical support is located here at 1.1002. Any breakout lower will open the sub 1.10 levels, and the next technical technical support is 1.0950. So it looks like the US dollar is under the bearish pressure. Bears are pushing prices lower. Because of the PMIs, let's take a look at the British pound, which awaits the PMIs. And as you can see, finally the bearish divergence on a 4-hour chart finally took off. We got this situation covered in our analysis, and as you can see, now we are trading slightly below the level of 1.32 31.65. The local low was made just here. So after the breakout with this expanding triangle, we made another high, went towards the extremely overbought conditions, and then we went towards the level of 50, a little bit of the, let's say, battle between bulls and bears, and finally breakout to the downside. And now we hit extremely oversold conditions on a 4-hour chart. So this level here might be very, very interesting for bulls. Let me just adjust these levels here. I think I should place one more here because there is some significant technical support, 1.3147. Now this will be the technical resistance, but we will apply it to the newest data. So now this it won't be big change. 1.3311 is the technical level here. As you can see, the market doesn't actually react to this swing high. We need to move it a little bit lower, and this is much more better for the trading setup. 1.3247 is another technical resistance, and yeah, we are approaching support eventually. So looking good right now for the bears, is looking very good for the current as for the current situation on the British pound. Let me just take a look whether we got some sort of the let's say Fibonacci retracement levels that might be played out here. Let me just take a look. 50% already done, and let's take a look at the 61%. 61% just hit to the pip. 1.3167, 1.3167, actually 65 has been hit. So 61% of the Fibonacci retracement was just hit, and if we won't see any reversal and the movement to the upside, some sort of the bounce, maybe something even stronger, then the outlook remains, of course, bearish. So 61% of the Fibonacci retracement has been hit. Let's take a look what's going on the other markets. We should see, because we recently took a look at the S&P 500. Let's take a look at the US dollar index. There you go. Now euro dollar is going lower, and the US dollar is going up. That's nothing new. That's absolutely perfect correlation. So it looks like the US dollar is getting stronger across the board, and there you go. We just hit the technical level of 101 point. There is 82, there is 81. Okay, and now this is, of course, the level where the extremely overbought conditions are on a 4-hour chart. But this movement here looks really, really impressive, and I wonder how this situation here will end, because it looks like a very, very strong impulsive cycle to the upside. We got this technical support here at 119, 111. So that's a very nice range, to be honest. This is very nice range. That's an almost vertical movement to the upside. So the US dollar is gaining across the board. It's above the 50 and 100 periods moving average. If we break above the 101.89, we got new swing high, and then possibly the next target might be located at 102.13, and then the other swing high is roughly 103.20. So this might be the base for the further rally to the upside from the technical point of view. So please stay focused as the US dollar is gaining across the board. And last but not least, let's take a look at the Bitcoin. It turns out that on the 4-hour chart we retraced minus 9.78%, and then we tested the technical level here. This is, of course, the right now it's it's a supply zone. So it used to be very strong demand zone. Now it's a supply zone. Let me just get rid of this. There you go. So you know what we are talking about. Okay, minus 9.78, almost minus 9.8, almost minus 10%. We've done from the swing high at 66,446. Local lows were made. So there is some sort of the old technical support here, but it looks like the market actually, yeah, it's okay. We will leave it here. It's the level of 60,644. So actually $6,500 less we are right now. But the extremely oversold conditions are telling us that possibly this market might want to reverse and return to the upside. They need to break above all of the moving averages 150 and get back above 62,741 level in order to continue this nice up move here. So maybe the correction or the pullback is done, pretty significant one, and the market should be ready soon to move higher. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye-bye.